This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by GoDaddy. What's up, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here. Welcome back to the episode of Rettinger's Riffs. The past month or so, we've done interviews with everybody in the office and some folks that are outside of the office. This week, though, we're doing an interview with the man himself. I talked about the Techno Buffalo story a few months back, how we got started and who my partner was, and sort of all the things I had never talked about. Well, he is here in the office in Irvine. So, Techno Buffalo audience, officially meet Khalid.
Hello.
So I thought it'd be a cool opportunity. Khalid's got a whole different perspective on tech. The rest of us in the office are sort of here, working every day to sort of bring you the content. Khalid's got a totally different perspective on it as a partner in the company involved in sort of the business side of things. So that'd be kind of cool to, first of all, just introduce him to everybody, but also to ask questions. If you're looking to start a business and might be looking to take on a partner or maybe venture capital or angel investor, whatever it might be, this is a perspective that you want to hear. Someone who's in there, someone that gets pitched new business ideas 10 times a day?
A little too much than I'd like to believe.
So I guess the first thing, and then we'll get to Techno Buffalo, is when you look at a business to potentially invest in or be a part of, what do you look for?
Oh, that's a good question. I think one of the most important things is chemistry. If I'm not getting along with the people that are asking for an investment, that's going to be pretty hard. Another one is you have to be professional and know what you're doing. So if you're going to pitch an idea to someone, at least believe in what you're doing, be passionate, and don't give one-word answers. Because I've approached about 3 or 4 other people before I actually knew John and knew about Techno Buffalo. And I got not the best answers, let's just say. And did they miss out on the boat? I'm not sure, but I think that I did at least. I didn't, I mean. And I reached out to John, and he clearly showed a lot of interest in what I had to say, and he saw that I had a lot of interest in what he had to do, or what he was doing. And we saw the potential of what Techno Buffalo can be with its YouTube channel, with its written content. So obviously, chemistry had to do with it. His enthusiasm of wanting a new partner, and enthusiasm of changing some of the things that we were doing at Techno Buffalo to becoming what it is today.
So for some perspective, when Khalid and I first started talking, the YouTube channel, I think, had around 80,000 subscribers. So at least you can put into perspective for how big your channel might be or how big your audience was. Let's say 80 is probably maybe say a 10,000 standard deviation there. And page views on Techno Buffalo, we've been up for about 6 months. It was not even a blip on the radar of tech space. We were probably doing maybe 100,000 page views on a good month per month. If even that, it's probably not even accurate. So like Khalid was saying, it's a lot about the people and maybe not so much about the best business plan. If someone comes to you with like the world's best idea, but it's an awful presentation, the people are condescending or egotistical or using emoticons in communication, not sort of presenting themselves professionally. Cut?
No, cut 100%. I mean, I have business proposals that honestly make sense, and a lot of them make sense. And then you have PLZ for please, or you have a smiley face in the end. There's no need for that, honestly. I mean, I'm not trying to say that don't be fun, but be professional also. And you have to know what you're talking about. You have to be passionate what you're talking about and what you're doing, and then just sell yourself, but sell your idea really well.
And you can see passion, right? When someone comes with a passionate idea,
you really can feel it much more than see it. And from your reply, it was felt that there was some seriousness in your reply.
And I told this in the Techno Buffalo story videos, and if you haven't seen that, we'll link them down below and we'll annotate them here. But I remember I was sitting at a gas station.
I always wanted to do this right here.
Right in Khalid's pants region. You can just click right down there and be good. But I was sitting at a gas station and the email came in and I was like, I do not know anybody with that name, but I'm filling up with gas. Someone said a nice reply, and we spent eight or 9 months getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Before we thought that it was a good fit, and it turned out to be
That'd be an extremely good fit, and more importantly, I'll tell you that to even emphasize on how important chemistry is, I invested in Techno Buffalo. I invested with John before even signing anything. I mean, I remember.
That's true.
Yeah, I invested, and then I came to Orange County, and I met you. We talked a few times. Like, you know what? How about we sign? Like, oh, okay, sure. And then we signed officially. But it was a really good fit.
That's a good story. So we were going to CES. It was our second year at CES. I don't think we signed our papers until like January, February. It was after CES. Yep. And Sean had just been promoted to editor-in-chief, and I needed to send Sean. I needed to go, and Techno Buffalo Company didn't have the money to do it. So right. That's important. A difference of trust. You trusted me enough. They just did it, and then we signed the papers a couple weeks later.
We did.
So let that at least be some sort of advice. Feel passionate about what you're pitching. Don't be so nervous. Everything has to be perfect. Just come across the best version of yourself with the idea. Sure. Is that sort of a reasonable?
It's reasonable. It's accurate.
And now, do you ever listen to pitches without business plans? Like if someone's like, hey, let me tell you, elevator pitch or something.
I honestly don't, because honestly, I am probably the most boring person you guys know. I don't leave home really a lot. I do travel a lot, but I travel for work and then I'm home and then I just don't leave home. So I don't get a lot of the elevator pitches, but I get a lot of elevator pitches online. So you get them on 140 characters. Yeah, you. So it doesn't work. Don't send business ideas on Twitter. Just try to engage and get someone's attention, and then you can maybe exchange emails, and then you can do your own thing on email. But don't private message me on Instagram. I mean, it doesn't work like that, because we get, or at least I get, too many, and I'm not going to go through each one of them, honestly. So it's pretty difficult to go through them. So elevator pitches, I don't really, but I do listen to so many from an email that I get on my website also. So
take a quick second from the interview to thank our friends and good peeps at GoDaddy. They are here and they are ready to help you kick butt online. Start your own website today with the $2.95.com. Visit GoDaddy.com, enter promo code TECHNO295, and get your .com for just $2.95. You guessed it. Check out the website for all the details. If you want to start your own business, you want to start your own website, this is the place to go. Go ahead and check them out. So the internet's done a lot of cool things. It's created a lot of, I think, wannabe and actual entrepreneurs, and it's created this whole new world of entrepreneurship. And a lot of people out there sort of want to start their own business, whether it's via YouTube or via website. You could give just like a little bit of advice to maybe the younger guys out there, the ones that are just graduating high school or in the last couple of years that are thinking they want to do something like this. What would you, as an investor, someone who can make those dreams come true, what would you say?
You see, now we're living in a difficult time for me to make that judgment, because now obviously it's the app era. So anyone with an idea of an app could be the next big thing. So it's extremely hard for me to engage in that question. If it were 5-6 years ago, then sure, you'd have to get a job, obviously, and make sure that you can provide for yourself first, and then you step out and experiment on the certain things that you're passionate about. And if something sticks, then go and hit up someone from online. That's the best way, honestly. So you definitely contact people from Twitter, on Facebook, on whatever social network that suits you, or maybe know someone that knows someone and everything. So you use networking, obviously. So definitely go out networking. Maybe not the Hollywood networking type, but actual networking and everything, and that will actually be my best advice. So right now, it's pretty tough. The app phase is in now, so it's pretty tough to actually get a good idea of what the next big thing is.
Don't know.
I mean, Uber, $17 billion valuation. I would have never guessed it, and I support Uber, and obviously I tweet about it a few times, and I've done an opening speech for Uber Riyadh when they opened up in Saudi Arabia, in my hometown, and I support them 100%. Does that valuation make sense? It makes a lot more sense than, say, a recent acquisition that I think Facebook made. But
won't mention any particular names.
No.
What do you think is the importance, and I get this question all the time, the importance of education in potential entrepreneurs?
Honestly, I think education is one of the most important things. it's people's dream to be the Steve Jobs or to be the Bill Gates or whomever, maybe Larry Ellison, I'm not sure, but it's people's dream to drop out of somewhere and then hit gold. And remember, that's such a tough thing to do. It is so hard, because if you don't hit, then you're falling flat on your back, and that's just not something you need to do. You need to stay in school. You make sure that the more you know, you know. So,
Reading rainbow.
so you need to really make sure that you stay in school. You have some of a fallback for yourself, and if it doesn't work out, then you have at least another future for you.
That's a really good, I get a lot of people that are thinking about dropping out of high school, thinking about dropping out of college, because they hear of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. For every Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and every other dropout success story, there are hundreds of thousands, I would say,
millions,
that go the other way. Give yourself a backup. Sometimes things don't always work out. It's just life. Don't always work out the way you would expect. So that's a really good point. And if you want to learn more, again, I'll put those videos that we talked about right in Khaled's Pans region if you want to check out the Techno Buffalo story. But also put Khaled's social information there as well, so you can reach out.
Sure. I mean, look, I reply to pretty much anyone. Just be professional. Hit me up on a mention, and I'll definitely read all my mentions, and I'll definitely try at least to reach out to some of you guys. And if I can add anything, if it was an inkling of advice, I would be honored to. And if not, I'd be just happy to just get to know y'all.
At least just say hi.
Yeah.
Khaled, none of any of this at Techno Buffalo, I said the story would be possible without him.
Well, both of us at least, because I mean, if I can back someone who is an absolute moron. So and this wouldn't get anywhere. So this guy's brilliant. He's done an amazing job. He hired some of the most amazing guys here, and I'm honestly really happy and proud to be calling them my friends. I'm really happy about it.
Thank you. Some of the best advice I ever got was in business school when they said, hire people that can replace you and hire people that are better than you. I think a lot of hiring folks are scared to hire people that are more talented than them in certain areas because they're worried about their jobs. But if you hire people that are better than you in areas that you think you're deficient in, or people have told you're deficient in, it's a really successful
I agree.
Recipe.
100%.
Never be intimidated by that. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching the episode of Rettinger's Riffs. We got a ton of stuff to talk about. There's always new things to riff on. I can't shut my mind off most times, but with Khaled in town, it just seemed like an awesome opportunity to sort of get a whole new perspective. That one that I'm not really able to offer anybody else in the office. So again, thank you guys for watching. Of course, check us out at technobuffalo.com for the latest and greatest tech news. Till next week, see you guys next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. You'll be the first ones to know when new videos come up. We have a ton of stuff. We do unboxings, we do hands-on, reviews, cars, and everything in between that has to do with consumer electronics. We'd love to have you stick around.